In this video, I'm going to cover questions 1 through 10 of the 1997 Grade 9 Pascal Math Contest. First question states 4 plus 35 over 8 minus 5 equals. So we have 4 plus 35 as the numerator, 8 minus 5 as the denominator. The top is 39, the bottom is equal to 3. And therefore 39 divided by 3 is 13. So the answer is A, E. Second question, in the subtraction question, the heart represents the digit. So what we'll do is we'll let this top number just be equal to x. And since it's a subtraction question, essentially we have x minus 189 is equal to 268. So you bring the 189 over to the other side, so it becomes 268 plus 189, and that is equal to 457. So if you go back and look at x, the heart represents the digit 5. So the answer is D. The value of 2 and 1/10, 3 and 11 over 100, plus 4 and 111 over 1,000 is? Well, best thing is just to break it up into whole numbers and fractions, and that will make it a little bit easier for us. So here's the breakup. The whole numbers are just 2, 3, and 4. Those of course add up to 9. And then to add up the fractions, you're going to need a common denominator, which is 1,000 in this case. For this one, you'll have to multiply top and bottom by 100, so you get 100 there. For this one, you'll have to multiply top and bottom by 10, so you get 110. And this one, you just leave it the way it is. So therefore, this becomes 9 over 321 over 1,000. And then if you convert that fraction into a decimal, it'll be 0.321. Therefore, this is, of course, 9.321. So the answer is A. 1 to the power of 10, negative 1 to the power of 8, negative 1 to the power of 7, and 1 to the power of 5. If you add those up, the sum is equal to. Well, anytime you have 1 to the power of anything, it's going to be equal to 1, so that's pretty straightforward. But just be careful that you don't make a mistake on the negative ones. So this is of course just 1, and this is 1. But when you have negative 1 to an even exponent, the result will be positive 1. And when you have 1, or rather negative 1 to an odd exponent, the result will be negative 1. So this essentially is 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1, which is 2. So the answer is C. If 60% of a number is 42, what is 50% of that same number? So mathematically, you can write this as 0.6, and that number we will just call x. And they're told us that 60% of x is 42. So therefore, x is 42 over 0.6, and therefore x is equal to 70. Now the question is asking what is 50% of that number. So 50% of x is 50% of 70, which is 35. So the answer here is D. If x equals minus 2, the value of x times x squared times 1 over x is? Well, the first thing we want to do is simplify this before we plug in the value of x. And you'll notice one thing is that the x here and the 1 over x cancel out. They basically become x over x, which is just 1. So all you are left with is just x squared. Then you plug in the value of x equals minus 2, and that essentially gives you minus 2 squared, which is positive 4. So the answer here is A. In the diagram, the triangle shown is isosceles with AB equal to AC. The value of x is? First thing I want to do is draw this a little bit bigger. And this will allow me to give this explanation a little more clearly. So they've told you that this angle here is 40, this is x, this is x. And they've also said that AB, which is from here to here, is equal to AC, which is from there to there. So that means these two are the same length. So that essentially is what they've already said, that it's an isosceles triangle. If that's the case, then these angles are the same, which is an essential property of isosceles triangles. Now we also know that the sum of the angles of a triangle are always 180. So if you look at this triangle ABC, that essentially means that 40 plus 2y is equal to 180. So if you solve this, you get 140 is equal to 2y. Y is therefore equal to 70. Now we also know that if you take angles from one end of a line to the other, like that, it's always going to equal 180. So therefore, y plus x equals 180. Now y we know is 70, so you plug that in there. So we get 70 plus 2x is 180. And therefore, 2x is equal to 110. X is equal to 55. So the answer in this case is B. The greatest number of Mondays that can occur in the first 45 days of a year is, well, let's draw a quick calendar. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And let's start with the first day of the month being a Monday. So if you keep counting like that, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th day is going to be a Monday. And then of course every 7 days it'll be a Monday. So the 15th day, 22nd day, 29th day, and then 36th day of the year, and the 43rd day of the year. And then of course 44 and 45 and so on. So by doing this, how many Mondays did I create? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the maximum, the greatest number of Mondays that can occur in 45 days of a year, the first 45 days. When a certain number is divided by 9, the quotient is 6 and the remainder of 4, the number is. So let the number be n, and they're saying when you divide it by 9, you get a quotient of 6 and a remainder of 4. So this essentially means that 6 times 9 plus 4 is n. So 6 times 9 is 54 plus 4, so the n is equal to 58. So the answer here is A. Number 10, the sum of 9 consecutive positive integers is 99. The largest of these integers is. Well, 9 consecutive positive integers will be written as x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, x plus 5, x plus 6, x plus 7, and x plus 8. And you have to add all of these. And when you add them all up, they're saying that the sum is 99. So let's solve. How many x's are there? Well, it looks like there's 9 x's. And then you have to add up 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, which is 36. So therefore 9x is equal to 99 minus 36. 9x equals 63. And therefore x is equal to 7. But they're not asking for that. They're asking for the largest of these integers, and that would be the final one, which is x plus 8. So therefore x plus 8 is 7 plus 8, which is 15. And therefore the answer here is E.